Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the special safety report of the major safety incidents that have happened in the first quarter of 2020. I know you're already thinking COVID-19. While that is a current, ongoing concern, there have also been other safety incidents which have happened across Nigeria and Africa. Here are some of the major highlights. The highlights are the COVID-19 pandemic, school safety incidents, explosions and fire incidents, road accidents, and the mine incident in Zimbabwe. Now, these incidents have caused loss of life, property, and damage to the environment. Now, the report in full. On the 11th of March 2020, the World Health Organization characterized the COVID-19 situation as a pandemic because of the increasing number of deaths and the increasing rate of spread across countries. Many countries, as at today, have instituted lockdowns to ensure that this spread is contained as much as possible. The reminder here is to always wash our hands, maintain social distancing, keep on clean hands away from our faces, most especially our nose, eyes, and mouth. And when we notice symptoms, we should call for medical assistance. It's also important to reiterate at this point that we should not become a part of the problem by sharing unverified information across our social media platforms, most especially on WhatsApp. Let's always seek our information from verified sources. On the matter of school safety incidents, there have been a variety of school safety incidents which have led to the loss of life of students. I'll be focusing on two major ones. One, the school stampede in Kenya, and the other, the death of children in a school in Anambra in Nigeria. Regarding the stampede situation in Kenya, it is now important for our schools to ensure that there are procedures and rules that must be enforced to ensure strict compliance. Simple rules like do not run on stairs or always come out of the classrooms in an orderly queue, or when you're walking on the corridors, be in an orderly queue could actually go a long way. In the case of the school in Nigeria, an overhead tank from a neighboring building fell into the school, killing children. It is now important to reiterate to schools that it's important that we have regular school inspections of not just the school premises but also its environs, because it is when we do these inspections that we would notice things that are out of place and begin to put procedures in place to mitigate them. On the matter of explosions and fire incidents, very recently in Nigeria, there were two major explosions which caused loss of life and destruction of property. In addition, there were fire incidents in the Anambra market again, in Jigawa, and in the power plants of the Ibadan Electricity Distribution Company. So, this is a call for increased risk assessment of organizations or equipment that have a high potential to cause fire. It's also important to highlight that as human beings, we must begin to take safety precautions. We should not tamper with existing equipment, and we should avoid making unsafe choices because the action or inaction of ourselves could actually hurt the lives of others. Road accidents happened across different states and across different countries. We must all become responsible road users, because one of the things that leads to most of these accidents is overspeeding and driving under the influence. So it's important that we play our part to reduce road accidents as much as possible. We're also calling on governments to fix bad portions of the roads, which is actually one of the causes of accidents on some of our roads. On the issue of the mine collapse in Zimbabwe, earlier in February, some miners were trapped as a shaft collapsed in a gold mine. This led to about 20 of them being trapped, and we lost about 2 lives in that incident. According to news sources, these miners were mining illegally. It is important to state that as a people, we must try to stop taking unsafe risks, no matter how much we think it's going to give to us. All these safety incidents has caused diverse kinds of loss. It is my hope that we begin to make better choices to ensure our safety and that of others. Thank you so much for listening. It's been my pleasure sharing with you.